And let's welcome Group 4.
Good afternoon, everyone. We are Group 4, and I'm Pei Han. She's my team member, Qi Ting. Today, our topic is special arrangements. So today, we'll be learning some vocabularies about special arrangements, and we will discussing some questions about like what type of people will do some kind of special request, and then we will do some activities and read some conversations and do the preposition practice. This is our content. The introduction is covered by me. Warming up is covered by Qi Ting. Vocabulary is covered by me. Scenario 1 is covered by us. Discussing questions and preposition is covered by us. Activity 1 is covered by Qi Ting. The inside story is covered by Qi Ting, and then I will make a conclusion and the references. And after all of that, we will invite each group to give us some comments. Then we will choose the best commentator, and we will give our feedback. Now I'm gonna give the floor to Qi Ting.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Qi Ting, and now I'm going to show you some warming up. Okay, do you know what type of people tend to make special requests? Sometimes we will do the honeymoon, so we will tell the agent to help us to have a special places or hotel or the delicious food. So this is our special request. Maybe we will in honeymoon, or second, we will have a family travel. Second, what types of special requests do people make? Candlelight, for example, because maybe we are going to honeymoon, so we want to have a romantic dinner for our dinner. So we will ask them to help us to organize the special dinner. Also, if we are going to have family travel, because we will bring our kids with us, but if there is no activity for our kids, maybe they will feel boring. So we want to add some activity for our kids. And next one, what kinds of food related requests are often made? Religion. Maybe I'm Muslim and I don't want to have pork in my dish, so I will ask the agent to help us not to have pork in our meal. Or special festival. If today we are going to have family trip and we want to celebrate Thanksgiving together, we can ask them, can you offer us, or can you prepare turkey for us? So this is also the special request for us. And how about the room or accommodation requests? For family trip, maybe there are too many people, so we want to have a trip for many people because our budget is not enough. So we want to ask them, can you find a big room and then that can accommodate for all the people? So it might help us to discount or to have lower price for our room or for our accommodation. Also, if I want to have separate shower, I don't want to have shower in my room, and then I can ask them, can you give me the separate shower? And then maybe they can help you to arrange. Also, are there any other requests besides food and accommodation? Yes, maybe if I'm going to organize the maybe wedding or some activity that I need a big place, so I'm going to ask them, can you give me the big place? Or I want to have outdoor activity, can you provide me this? And maybe they will offer you. And music for celebrating. So now I'm going to give a vocabulary to my group member Pei Han.
Okay, now we will learn some vocabularies. Please turn to page 42 and 43. The first one, quote the price. Please repeat after me. Okay, quote the price, it means to give a price, especially that will be charged for doing a piece of work, like it will appear in a situation for two companies are trading. Let's read the example. Usually, you can either let us know your needs and then we will quote the price for you, or we can design a package based on your budget. Please repeat.
Usually, you can either let us know your needs, and then we will quote a price for you, or we can design a package based on your budget.
Okay, very good. The next one is incentive. Please repeat.
Incentive.
It means a thing that motivates or encourages someone to do something. And let's read the example. Our typical package for incentive travel includes accommodation, destination immersion, web registration, mobile registration, promotional campaigns, and end-to-end transportation. Please repeat after me.
Our typical package for incentive travel includes accommodation, destination immersion, web registration, mobile registration, promotional campaigns, and end-to-end transportation.
Okay, very good. And the next one is accommodation. Accommodation, it means a place to live, work, or stay, etc. It means a temporary living space for staying. So the sentences is the same, so let's really read it again. Our typical package for incentive travel includes accommodation, destination immersion, web registration, mobile registration, promotional campaigns, and end-to-end transportation. Please repeat.
Our typical package for incentive travel includes accommodation, destination immersion, web registration, mobile registration, promotional campaigns, and end-to-end transportation.
And the next one is specialist. Specialist, it means someone who has a lot of experience and knowledge or skill in particular subject. The example is, we have specialists who help you analyze the cost and control your budget. Please repeat after me.
We have specialists
Who help you.
analyze the cost and control your budget.
Okay, thank you. And let's review the full vocabulary that we just learned. First one, quote the price. Please repeat. Incentive.
Incentive.
Specialist.
Specialist.
Accommodation.
Accommodation.
Okay, now that we finished the vocabularies part, then Cheating and me will do a conversation of scenario 1. Good morning, Sarah. I'm Roger, the project manager in charge of this case. We spoke earlier on the phone.
Yeah, thanks for coming today. I believe we have a lot to settle before we sign a contract.
Yes, I would like to explain what items will be included in the package and how much the estimated charges will be.
Good. That's what we need to know too.
Alright, basically our typical package for incentive travel includes accommodation, destination immersion, web registration, mobile registration, promotional campaigns, and end-to-end transportation.
Sorry for interrupting, but do we need to print our program?
No, you don't. We also help on production of all required program materials, attendees and VIP management, expert analysis of budget variance, logistical service, arrange all receptions, group activities, entertainment, optional tours, and decor elements, as well as all catering and complete on-site program management.
That sounds great. So, How do you charge?
Usually, you can either let us know your needs, and then we'll quote a price for you, or we can design a package based on your budget. We have specialists who help you analyze the cost and control your budget.
Will the price be lower if we don't need some of the services?
Well, if you don't need certain services, we respect your decision. But normally, we do not refund this part from the total price. However, we will try to see if it is possible to use staff cost to cover up those services to make them better.
Yes, that sounds reasonable. Alright, I'm afraid I have to leave now. I have a meeting at 3 o'clock. Do you mind if we meet up again next week? We need to talk about some special arrangements for our VIPs. My assistant will make an appointment with you later.
Sure, no problem. Thanks a lot for your time today. See you next week.
Yes, see you then. So now we are going to do the discussion questions. And before the discussion question, we are going to do some drama for you, and then later we will have some questions, so you have to listen carefully. And my role as a sales representative at First Incentive Travel, and Chloe, is the client for IDK company. Hello, this is Joy from First Incentive Travel.
Hello, this is Chloe from the Personnel Department of ITK Company. Nice to have a contract with you.
I call for asking that how about your consideration of the 3 days tour package I proposed to you last week?
Actually, we can accept your price offer in terms of considering with the cost. Our budget for incentive travel is $800,000, but this package costs at least $1 million. It's overall budget. Therefore, I wonder if you could give us a 20% discount.
Sorry, we usually don't offer any discounts.
If you cannot accept this counter offer, I'm afraid that we will have to look at getting other travel agencies.
Otherwise, I can offer you no more than 10% discounts and give you free airport pickup service.
Okay, we accept this deal.
Thanks for accepting it. We are glad to make a deal with you. Hope our offer accommodates your company's requests. If you have any requirement, feel free to inform me.
No problem. Thanks for your considerate service.
Okay, now we are going to have a Q&A. And now, first one, do they make a compromise between each other? Does anyone know the question, the answer? Kathy. Compromise? Yes. Answer is A. They made a compromise in results. Number 2. How many discounts did Joy finally offer to Chloe? Judy. Yes. Answer is A. 10%. Question 3. What special service did Joy offer to Chloe? Does anyone know the answer? William.
Free airport pickup service.
Yes. The answer is B. Free airport pickup service. And now I'm going to teach you some tips for price negotiates. There are four statements that you can help you to negotiate with others. For example, first, to require in a polite way. If you ask nicely, they might offer you the better price. For example, you can ask, excuse me, do you, if this package I wanted, can you give me a special offer? Or if you say, hey, I want this one, can you offer me 10% discount? They might feel, wow, you're so rude. So if you give them the polite way, they might say yes. And second, reciprocal or proposal. It means you can have you can offer them something and they can offer you something too. So it's together, so it's mature. The next one is state a position. Last one is maintain a good attitude. So if your attitude is good, they might feel happy to work with you. So this is the tips or the way for you to have price negotiate with others. And now we are going to do a preposition. Now I'm going to give the floor to my member, Hei Han.
Okay, now let's practice the preposition. And look at these 3 questions. The first one, does anybody knows the first question and what preposition is suitable for these sentences? Please raise your hand. Judy? Yes, correct. The answer is 2. Let's read the sentences together. I would like to explain what items will be included in the package and how much the estimated purchase will be. Okay, look at the question 2. Does anybody know the answer? Tina? A. Yes, correct. Very good. The answer is A, with. Let's read the sentences together. My assistant will make an appointment with you later. Very good. And look at the question 3. Who knows the answer? Ronnie? 4. Yes, correct. Very good. Let's read the sentences together again. Maintaining our image and reputation are key priorities for us. Okay, very good. Now let's finish the preposition practice. Let's continue to activity 1. And I'm gonna give the floor to Qi-Ting.
So now we are going to do the activity 1. And today we are going to fly to Canada. And for duration, we are going to stay just only 3 days. And our flight is EVA Airline. And we will leave in Vancouver, Rosewood Hotel, Georgia. And for our first day, we will stay at the Vancouver Rosewood Hotel, Georgia. And because we are too tired, so we will just go and eat Burger King because the Burger King is next to the hotel. So it's very convenient and very quick. And our day 2 activity in the morning, we were going to visit the Museum of Anthropology. Inside there are so many interesting things and historical things for you to see, and you can take picture inside so you can enjoy it. And for afternoon activities, we are going to hike the Group. So you have to, if your knee is not good, you can take maybe large umbrella to help you because it's very large. And in the evening activities, we're going to cycle around the Stanley Park. The park is very huge, so maybe we will stay at this park for 3 to 5 hours because the view there is very beautiful. And for day 3, in the morning activity, we will do window shopping in Gastown because the souvenir in Gastown is. Sorry, my Siri. Okay, because it's very expensive to buy souvenir in Gastown, so I suggest you just go window shopping. And if you want to buy some souvenir, I can bring you to some local, and you can buy things there. In afternoon activity, we will go and see this clock. It's very special. In every hour, they will have things to come out, so you can take picture, and also you can use video because it's very special. The thing will come out and with the music. And in the evening activity, we are going to visit a Richmond night market. In this night market, it's very special. It's because you are going to enter the night market. You have to have entrance fee. it's very different from Taiwan. If we are going to have night market, you can just go and buy food. But in this one, you have to have enter fee. Okay, so for my introduce, and now we are going to ask some question.
Okay, did you guys listen carefully? I hope you do. Okay, let's finish this checklist. So according to the trip that Cheating just present, who knows the accommodation of that trip? Please raise your hand. Judy. Vancouver, yes, correct. In the Vancouver Rosewood Hotel, Georgia. And the second one, who knows the transportation? Please raise your hand. William.
Shuttle bus.
Yes, correct. It is shuttle bus. And does anybody know the evening activity at the day 2? Please raise your hand. Zihan. Yes, correct. The answer is cycle around the Stanley Park. Okay, you all done a great job. Now let's continue to the high and low contest culture. In this part, I will play the video of high and low contest culture first. And after the video, I will summarize the main point of high and low contest culture for you.
The context of a situation depends on who you are communicating with, where you are,
Turn up the light.
who you are communicating with, where you are, what you are communicating about, and why you are communicating in the first place. In low context cultures, the way people communicate doesn't vary so much. It tends to be more formal, and people focus on the subject matter rather than the person they are communicating with. In a business setting, problems and differences are often dealt with early on. Once an agreement has been reached, the details are often recorded and written down. In low context cultures, detailed contracts are an essential part of doing business. Once a contract is signed, it can rarely be changed, and it is used to settle any disagreements that might arise.
Could you make it
in the
louder?
future. In high context cultures, the focus is on the people involved. Relationships are a key part of communication. When doing business, people remain flexible and change can happen at any time. Problems are often put to one side and only dealt with when absolutely necessary.
Okay, after the video, I'm gonna summarize the main points with you. The high context culture, it is focused on people and relationships, and it usually emphasizes on nonverbal cues. A lot of communication is implicit, and it requires the time to build the trust, and the plans can often change. So next, we will watch the video of and the next is low context culture. It focuses on the problems rather than people and emphasis on words. Communication is usually typical explicit, and the detailed contract is required. The plans are followed carefully. Okay, after we finish the high and low context culture, Qiting is going to introduce the inside story.
In this video, we are discuss our PowerPoint because this time we are very busy, and so she finished her part, I finished up my part, and we combine together. So maybe there are some or few mistakes. So we find one day to come up and we try our best and we demonstrate for our classmates. So this is the video that we will rehearsal together. And the job assignment is I charge for vocabulary and scenario to and listening practice, also the questions discussion. And because we will have another activity for a trip to Canada, so this is our another activity. And also I do PPT making. And for Chloe, she finished the introduction, scenario 2, and listening practice and activity 2, and also high and low context cultural, and last 2 is conclusion and PPT making. Now I'm going to give the floor to Pei Han.
So today I hope you learned something from our presentation today. And based on our discussing and the conversation part, I hope you know better about the special requests that your clients might make and how you deal with it. Thank you. And this is our references. This 2 website is the video of the formal presentation of our topic special arrangements. If you are interested, you can go to the website to watch it. And let's take a 10 minutes break. After the break, we will invite you to give us some comments. Thank you. Okay, now let's do the comments time. Let's welcome Group 1.
Hello, we are Group 1, and I am Yiling. He is Jianwei, and I want to give good for the comment. And yeah, and I want to say they did a good job, and they give us strong eye contact. And they dressed formally and officially. And for Qiting's part, I want to say she always move the mouse. So our attention is always on the cushion. And in the price negotiate parts, she give us some example. I think it is very good. For Pei Han's part, the vocabulary, use her own words to describe the words, and when the review the words, and she also review the words, and it can let me strengthen the words. But she spell wrong words, like personnel. She read personal. And I want to give us suggestions when the video part. They can prepare in advance, and I think their job assignment is fake because we didn't hear the listening practice. Okay, I want to give the floor to Jianwei.
Hello everyone, this is Jianwei. First of all, I would like to thank for Group 4's presentation. And here, I would like to give them some comments and suggestions. First, Cheating and Pei Han, they dress very formally, and it seems like their dressing code is somewhat alike. And second, their voices are loud and with intonation and loud enough. And here I would like to give Pei Han some suggestion. In the vocabulary part, I think you can point out the
Go to the vocabulary.
In the vocabulary part, I think you can point out the parts of speech, such as it's a noun or it's a phrase, something like that. And the second suggestion is that you tend to be timid to pronounce some words like analysis, analyze, which is you are not very familiar with. And for cheating, here I would like to give you some suggestions. The first one is at the beginning of the presentation, your speed is a bit too fast. And in the, I think it's the activity part, there is morning schedules, afternoon
Would you
schedule,
go to
and
activity?
the next one, next page. Next. Oh yeah, the afternoon here is not capital. And the final suggestion is, I think in the inside story you can add some music in your inside story that can make the video more vivid. And this is my comment. Now I would like to give the floor to Group 2.
Hello everyone, we are Group 2. I am Su Yu, she is Wei Yu. Now I am going to give some comment to Group 4. I think Cheating and Pei Han, their pronunciation is very clearly, and especially Pei Han, I like her voice, it's very beautiful. And their presentation is fluently and smoothly. And in the inside story, Jianwei just mentioned they should put some chairs. That would be very better. Now I am going to give the floor to Renyu.
Hello everyone, I'm Rui. I think they did a good job today, and I like their pronunciation because their pronunciation is so clear and their dress is so formal. And after I will give them some suggestion. I think they can do more eye contact to everyone. Okay, this is my comment, and I give floor to Group 5. Group 5.
Hello, we are Group 5. My name is Lin Wei, and she's my partner, Hui Fang. And today I want to give them some comments. First of all, I think their whole presentation
was very fluently, and their pronunciation was very good and clear to understand. And they always use their own word to explain the vocabulary or something. And I like their warming up part because cheating introduced many types of special requests for us, such as honeymoon and family travel and candlelight dinner, and she explained them very detailed. And this is my comments. I want to give the floor to Hui Fang.
Hello, this is Hui Fang. I think Peihan and the teaching did a good job. I'm very grateful. Now I know how to negotiation price with trouble client, such as use a polite way and state a position. In addition, I think their presentation organized is pretty good, such as especially I like their vocabulary time. I have one suggestion. I think they have more eye contact with audience next presentation. Those are our comments. Now I will give the floor to the group 6.
Hello everyone, I am Group 6. My name is Tai Zihan and my partner didn't consult, only me today. And as always, I'm going to evaluate on Peihan and Qiting's performance. For Peihan, I have 3 points to talk about. The first point is that I really fall in love with her beautiful pronunciation and voice. And the second point is that she explained each vocabulary in detail so we can clearly understand what she is saying. But the only suggestion I want to give her is that some words she didn't say completely, like contact, she said contract, and included, she only said include, and typically she said typical. Yes, so this is the point that she needs to pay more attention to. And for Qiting, I think she did well on her speaking because she delivered the speech in natural and fluent way. However, sometimes she will say some unwanted words like but it didn't influence her speech a lot. And another suggestion I want to give her is that I think she can do more gesture and body language so that her speech will become more attractive and vivid. So generally, both of them did well on their presentation and stage performance, and also their PowerPoint is very easy to understand, and they use lots of pictures to elaborate. So I deeply feel that they are really professional today. This is my comment, and I'm going to give the floor to Group 7.
Hello everyone. We are the Group 7, and I have some comments. One, give the Group 4. I think the Group 4 today they did a good job, and I think their computer operation can be better because the video at the beginning was too quiet, and their schedule of the trip was impossible because if you take the flight, you will almost need to spend 2 days. Maybe next time when they arrange their schedule, they need to plan it more carefully. And I also have some comments. One, give the Peihan. I think she was full of the confidence today, and she had more eye contact. Also, her pronunciation was really good, and her voice was loud enough. And here's my comment. I want to give the floor to my partner.
Hi, my name is Teresa. And also in my part, I want to talk about their PowerPoint and cheating's performance. And first, their PowerPoint, I think they have many pictures, many pages, and so I can know more about the words. And the second is, I think like teachers said, I think PowerPoints and animation can just talk one sentence and press an animation. And second is Cheating's performance. I think her pronounced clear and she used her own words to tell us the words. And she has a lot of eye contact with us. And this is my comment. I want to give a floor to Group 4.
Okay, now we will choose our best commentator. Best commentator. We choose Group 6. Congratulations! Because we think you said a lot of our shortage and you gave us good suggestions and you speak very details in a specific way.
Hello everyone, I'm Cai Zihan. Oh, I'm Group 6. My name is Cai Zihan. As always, I'm going to evaluate Pei Han and Cheating's performance. For Pei Han, I think for Pei Han, I have 3 points to talk about. The first point is that I really fall in love with her beautiful pronunciation and voice. And the second point is that she explained each vocabulary in detail so we can clearly understand what she's saying. And the only suggestion I want to give her is that some words she didn't say completely, like included, she said include. Typically, she said typical. Contact, she said contract. And for Cheating, I think she did well on her speaking because she delivered the speech in natural and fluent way. But sometimes she will say some unwanted words like but it didn't influence her performance a lot. And another suggestion I want to give her is that I think she can do more gesture or body language so it will help her speech become more attractive and vivid. Generally, both of them did well on their stage performance and presentation. Also, their PowerPoint is very easy to understand and they use lots of pictures to elaborate. So I deeply feel that they are really professional today. This is my comment and I'm going to give the floor to Group 4.
Okay, I'm going to give some feedback is that I really thank my group member. A lot of people point has some problem, but I still appreciate that everyone gave us a comment and also teacher that she helped us and tell some way to improve our PowerPoint. So next time if we are going to do other presentation that we can be more careful with those small details. And I'm going to give the floor to my group member Pei Han.
Okay, thanks a lot for my partner Cheating. I think she is very talented and very cooperative. This is our second time to work together and I feel very happy to work with her. And although our slide has many small mistakes, but I'm sure we can fix it immediately. And thanks a lot for teacher and all the classmates give us suggestions and comments. Thank you.
We are Group 4. Thank you.
Thank you. Any questions for today's lesson or for next week's lesson? If not, please turn